On this episode, I'm pretty much out of my mind.
You know, Steve, you need some absolute. I mean, Steve absolutely needs a break.
I do need, that's called a heart attack. Well, no, it's not called, no, it is called a heart attack. It's 4.5 ounces of vodka and a Red Bull.
Okay.
Yeah, that's some absolute. But we talk about a bunch of stuff from Chuck Yeager to SpaceX.
And I finally came up with the Christmas list before Christmas and before Steve did.
Yep, I didn't even have to ask him this time. And they're actually good gifts. So, and there are some things you guys can help us with so he gets the right thing. But then all of a sudden, we talk poop.
What?
Portable toilets, breaking a record, singing Christmas songs, Rudy Giuliani farting, the poop.
Okay. And then, of course, after our genuine positivity message, Steve goes blue. Now, for those of you who do not know what that means he interprets everything as dirty.
Well, we just talked about poop, so I got to go dirty, right? But it's not my fault. You're the one that's saying all the innuendos.
I was talking about Virgin Galactic.
Hey, there he goes again, Virgin.
Here, say hi to Steve. Go, hi, Steve. How are you?
Oh, who was even letting you shake him around?
I have been having issues. Remember how I lost all that weight by not eating after 6 p.m.? It has not been working for me because with the pandemic, I have nothing to do. Normally, I'm so busy that by the time I get upstairs and I go right to my computer, but I'm on my computer most of the freaking day. So now I'm eating.
I appreciate that. I'm sorry I'm going to be a party pooper. I need to get the show started because I'm exhausted.
Okay, it's already running.
Welcome to the Don't Know Show, featuring what happened to the world today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show and podcast.
And we're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world today. We're your escape from your escape, your time away. You know what I was thinking? I had somebody talking to me today. The military, when they're overseas, have pen pals.
Yes.
Because it's kind of an escape, right? I mean,
yes.
This is a good pen pal. A good pen pal writes and is an escape from your day-to-day. And I say, oh my God, how you doing? Are you okay? Is everything safe? It's kind of like, hey, I went shopping today. So we need to market ourselves to all of the military overseas as your way to get away.
Yes.
You need to listen to us or watch us or whatever you can do so that you have your little break from the day. Because as we said, we're a break. We're a break from
we're definitely not normal. Wow.
So, and then my first water break.
Water break. Your water broke? Quick, call 911.
I just didn't spill all over me.
Sometimes I wonder about you, Steve.
Sometimes. You should wonder about me all the time.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about what's going on behind you. Is that your house?
That is my house. And I learned something new about my phone camera.
Okay.
It has panoramic photography. I couldn't fit the whole house in that picture. And of course, we're losing some of it because it's cutting off in the editing here. But that is showing my whole house. What?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, I was wondering what your question was.
The lights. I see over your ear there. One side is lit and one side is not. Is there a string out there or are there no lights there?
You're talking about right here?
Yeah.
There are no lights here. The garage is go over there. So the lights start at the garage, go up the peak, come down the peak, go, you notice
the door.
Right. And then goes over to the door, and that's where we run out of lights and garland.
Okay.
Technically we had more lights, but we ran out of garland.
On your other side.
And this side here goes from here, and then there's another peak that you can't see, but it's kind of like the one above the door. So
gotcha. So your peaks ran out of your peak season there is not right over your.
Basically, what we need was 8 more feet of garland. If we had 8 more feet of garland, we would have been fine.
Peak there though, so you wouldn't go over the peak. You would just go to the front. And you wouldn't run it over the peak again.
Correct. Because that's what we did a couple years ago. But we trimmed up the branches of the pine tree on the peak that you cannot see. By doing that, you had to light the whole peak. When the tree was there with all the branches, we only had to go up halfway up the peak. That's what I need to do.
Water. Did you not bring your drink?
No.
All right, run away. I'll vamp.
Okay.
Da, 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 da. I'm going to do Polish magic. Da, 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 da. I can do that because I'm Polish. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da,
I'm kind of curious about something.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, now I see.
Da, 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 da.
Why is that Polish magic, by the way?
Da, 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 da.
Oh, I see why it's Polish magic. That's the kind of stuff that my buddy from Poland used to teach me.
Okay.
So, anywho's, now that we both have water.
Good. Now we can get on with the show.
We know that you are still at work.
No, I'm not.
That's not what I mean. You're still not back in Las Vegas.
Right. I'm still traveling.
Yes, you're traveling.
Trying to get me in trouble. So I wish you wouldn't.
Does that mean that we could tell traveling salesman jokes about you?
Sure.
There once was a traveling salesman named Steve who stopped at a farm in Kablev. Nah, sorry. We'll stop there. So anyway, what are we going to talk about that you know about?
There once was a man from Nantucket.
Yes. Those are all naughty.
For many limericks, which the name of the island of Nantucket creates rhymes and puns.
Yes, it certainly does. I even created a couple of my own when I was younger.
Yeah, there's a bunch here. There once was a man with Nantucket with a boy, oh boy, he could. Whoa, okay, can't do that.
Exactly.
There once was a man.
For those of you who are sitting in Chili's listening to this.
Okay, go ahead.
For those of you who are sitting here in Chili's while we're eating lunch together, and you're hearing us because I keep that up loud enough so that hopefully it attracts your attention and you want to find out what it is I'm watching. We won't give you the punchlines of these jokes. If you want to hear them, you got to ask personally.
There once was a man from Nantucket who kept all of his cash in a bucket. His daughter was named Nan, who ran away with a man, and as for the bucket, Nantucket.
That's a clean one.
No, I know.
They do have some clean ones, yes.
I can't find any more.
Why not?
Because now it's just comments. But that was a good one. His daughter named Nan. So Nantucket. Nantucket the bucket.
He done dude.
All right. So another December 7th.
What?
Chuck Yeager, December 7th.
Oh, yes. That was last week.
Okay. Go ahead.
What about Chuck Yeager last week?
Nothing. You got it. Go.
Nothing? This is one of your subjects. It says Chuck Yeager, and that's all it says. Now, if I recall correctly, Chuck Yeager was the guy who broke the speed record, right? Or the sound barrier? Sound barrier. He broke the sound barrier, right? I'm going off my history for lessons in school, and we know how long ago that was. Am I right?
Well, it's a don't know show, so we will give you that. Edwards Air Force Base.
Wasn't that in Louisiana?
Alexandria,
Louisiana.
What's Alexandria, Louisiana? Edwards Air Force.
Where Edwards Air Force Base is?
You were doing so good. Edwards Air Force Base is in California. It's Las Vegas, yes. It's where they have the tunnel that goes from Edwards Air Force Base to Area 51, the underground tunnel, where they drive the sun.
That's why I recognized it. Why was I thinking that was in Alexandria, Louisiana?
It'd be a rough show for us, isn't it?
Yeah, you're tired and I'm goofy.
Yeah, I don't know what you are. Yeah. Sure, we'll go with goofy. But yes. Yeager remained the Air Force, become a test pilot. which was Muroc Army Airfield, which is now Edwards Air Force Base in California.
We're fine. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, it's in California. That's our kids. Go do what you're finishing. What do I know about him besides that I'm pretty sure he's the guy that broke the sound barrier for the first time.
Edwards Air Force Base is about 22 miles northeast of Lancaster, 15 miles east of Rosemont, and 5.5 miles south of California City. Okay?
Okay. I found out why I was confused.
Because you're a Scot?
Well, no, because the Air Force Base that was in Alexandria, Louisiana, was England Air Force Base. So they both started with an E.
Sure. England, that sounds just like Edwards.
Like Edward. It certainly does.
Exactly. They sound exactly alike.
Well, it's not in Louisiana anymore. They closed it years ago, but I went down there shortly after high school.
Why?
Do you remember the other Steve?
I do remember him. I don't remember his last name, but tall, skinny Steve.
Correct. That's where he was stationed.
Ah. So why'd you go down there?
To visit him, and because I'd never been to Louisiana before. So I thought it'd be kind of a cool thing to do.
Oh, okay.
That's when I found out that if a softball goes over the fence at the ball field, you do not jump the fence to go get it. You leave it there forever and ever.
Why?
Because as soon as you jump the fence, there's probably 20 alligators there.
Oh.
Yes, the alligators like the softballs. They think they're eggs, I guess. I don't know. But I was running to jump over there. They said, no, stop. So I stopped. And I said, why? And he says, look in the water. And I looked in the water and I see all these beady eyes looking at me.
So you're saying that alligators have beady eyes?
Well, they don't, but I'll tell you something. When the first time you're that close, because I'm talking like 20 feet away, the fence is what separates you from the alligators. It's like I never anticipated being that close to a real live alligator, and there were a bunch of them.
So you saw my picture when I went golfing last February of the alligator. There was no fence.
Yes.
And I was close.
But that one wasn't a real alligator.
That was a real alligator. That was a real alligator. There was no fence protecting me, and I was closer than 20 feet. So I'm just going to call you a wimp. You should have went and got the ball. Chuck Yeager was no wimp. Chuck Yeager has a lot of awards. U.S. Air Force.
Assume that is correct.
U.S. Air Force Command Pilot Badge, Air Force Distinguished Service Medal in the Army, Silver Star at a Bronze Oak Leaf Cluster for shooting down 5 Messerschmitt's Bf 109s in one day. Legion of Merit Award with Bronze Oak Leaf Cluster, Distinguished Flying Cross with 2 Bronze Oak Leaves, first to break the sound barrier, Bronze Star Medal, Valor Device, Purple Heart, Air Medal with 2 Silver Oak Leaf Clusters, Air Force Commendation Medal, President Medal of Freedom, Presidential Unit Citation, Air Force Outstanding Unit Award, American Defense Service Medal, American Campaign Medal, and then all of the different campaigns he was in.
So when he wore his jacket, it weighed 37 extra pounds.
Okay, if that's what it says, don't know show.
It doesn't say that. I just know they call it fruit salad when they have all that stuff on their uniforms. And I should not have called it a jacket because that's not where it goes. It goes on. Oh God, I should remember this, but I never ended up in the military, so I missed it.
No, it does not all go on the epaulets.
No, it goes on their chest. You got to take that.
No, do you have to take it?
I can. So anyway, apparently Chuck died on December 7th, 97 years old, nice, healthy life. He's obviously going to be missed, but he'll never be missed because he'll be remembered by an awful lot of people because he really made his mark.
Okay. That's crazy.
How crazy is it, Steve?
I don't know. He passed away, though. December 7th.
We're all going to do that sooner or later. And obviously our goal is later the better, right?
Well, he led a good life, and with all the dangerous things that he did, that's pretty impressive. That
it is. It really, really, really is. And I'm trying to remember the history because I don't have the page open about his stuff, but didn't he get into the military by lying about his age because he was too young and got in anyway?
I have no idea. I close it. I'm on to the next subject already.
Cool. Do we have another subject, or are we done for the day?
We're done for today. All right. Thank you for watching.
He's like, yay, I get to go to bed early. Ooh.
Yep.
Anywho's, speaking of breaking the sound barrier, no, this has nothing to do with breaking the sound barrier, does it?
Let's do it. Blow it up real good.
Yeah. Guess what happened to our poor SpaceX? Although they're not upset about it because it gave them the critical information that they needed to verify what they were trying to do. So
how fast is too fast when you're coming down to the ground before you blow up?
Exactly. Well, the other part is if you look at it really closely, not only did it come down too fast, it was still on a little bit too much of an angle when it hit the ground, which obviously did not help anything. But
well, they couldn't get it to right. They had the fins going, and it's coming down kind of like they kind of said it was kind of like coming down like a belly flop.
Yes.
Oops.
Now you can search the internet if you want to see SpaceX blowing up, but it was on the news and everything, so I'm sure most people did see it. The thing that is so cool about this ship is that it is a reusable rocket, and that's what they're all trying to do nowadays. And when he's done with this, it should be really, really impressive. I was looking at some of the stats on this. The amount of money they save by making this work is going to be phenomenal.
This one is not reusable.
I thought this was.
No, they blew it up.
Oh, now, yeah. All right. This particular unit is not reusable because it doesn't exist anymore.
Yes, the Starship SN8 prototype.
Yes.
Not reusable.
No. But the new version or the replacement version, when it's rebuilt and it's no longer oh crap, you just used the right word for it. Now I'm having a brain fart. Yeah, prototype. It'll no longer be a prototype. Then it will be much more better.
We got to feed you single words for the rest of the show and let you go.
Yeah. You know what it is? I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. We made Christmas cookies today.
Well,
I will not tell you how many Christmas cookies I ate.
Well, I don't really come.
So good. I'm on a sugar rush.
It's not really the cookies that I'm concerned about.
I had a lot of cookies.
It's a sugar rush.
I am buzzing. I can tell that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I ate way too many of those damn cookies. I actually had to refill my glass of milk, and I don't normally have to do that. So, but anywho's, Elon Musk says that they're all set, ready to go again in just a couple months. That's pretty fast turnover time for from where they left off.
Can you hear that when I do that, or does it cut the mic out?
I'm not hearing anything.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think you're gonna have to do it with the sound off, though, because I don't think we have rights to the music.
Oh.
Even if we say we don't have rights to the music. So we'll go to that in a bit, but Christmas is coming. Christmas is almost here. This show airs on the 19th and the 25th.
Christmas is the 25th. Yep.
That's Friday.
So this is our last show before Christmas.
So Scott wants a Christmas list. Like I said, I was going to make you a laird.
Okay.
But I guess you don't necessarily want to do that, right?
Whatever I get for Christmas, I don't ever complain.
Right.
I don't usually get anything for Christmas.
But Scott actually put together a list.
I did.
Of things you would like for Christmas. And he put there a list for Steve to put on there. And Steve been busy, didn't even look at the show subject board. So
no, he did not.
come up with this off the top of his head.
He's going to have to wing it. And I already know what his first thing he's going to say is.
What?
Sleep.
No. I will be like Nick Lowe. It was Nick Lowe, right? So Nick Lowe said, live fast, die young, and leave a good-looking corpse. Let me make sure that's right. Hollywood undead, live fast, die young. Live fast, die young. Here we go. Live fast, die young.
I sort of do remember that line too.
But that's the biography of James Dean. But live fast, die young. I'm gonna have to find the whole thing. And leave a beautiful corpse, Little Wayne. A good-looking corpse, James Dean. Was it Nick Lowe who did it? Because it's James Dean. So now live fast. So I don't know. Don't know show. Live fast, die young, leave a good-looking corpse, coined by a Chicago writer. This says Willard Motley came up with it.
Okay.
Which was turned into a movie starring Humphrey Bogart. So what did Nick Lowe sing?
Why does Nick Lowe ring a bell to me? Was he like a one-hit wonder?
Nick Lowe. Country Style released a version of a song. So he did. It was in 1984, the Nick Lowe album in his country outfit. He did do one. So it was Nick Lowe.
Okay.
So Nick Lowe said it too. Oh man. I want to die young and leave a good-looking corpse. Maybe I'm confusing the Don't Know show because it's kind of all live fast, love hard, die young. That's fair and young. I don't know. Somebody said it, and there's a lot of people taking credit for it. But no, I'll catch up with sleep when I die. So talk to me, Christmas boy. Scott's list, number 1.
I have a number 1.
Well,
I do. A quality telescope with camera mounts.
I think they all come with camera mounts now. Do you want a reflective one or do you want a mirror?
See, it's all right.
What do you want to see?
Pardon?
What do you want to see?
Well, like we have this Jupiter Saturn thing going on. I would have liked to look at that better.
It's past the peak, but you can still see it.
Yes. But the problem is when I'm outside in my backyard, or if I go over to the property where there's a little bit less light and a little bit more open space, it's okay. But obviously it's still just 2 pinprints of light out there. From what I understand, some of these home telescopes are strong enough that you could actually see the planet, not just the light.
Oh, you could see nebulous.
That would be cool too, yes.
They're gaseous clouds, and they are very, very, very cool. So most of the telescopes that I like, that I've seen with good camera mounts, because they're shorter and bigger, are reflector telescopes.
Right.
Those are the large tube, like bazooka ones.
Yes.
And then refractor ones are the small, narrow-looking ones.
The ones that the ship's captains used to have in the old days when they were spying the other guys far away.
Yeah.
It's one long tube, kind of like a, yeah.
Yeah. Those are cool. I don't know which ones are cheaper. People make comments down there. Go to whathappened.world and tell us.
Okay, this is not the kind I want. I already have this, and it's pretty much freaking useless.
Okay, that's not a telescope. That's not even a good pirate periscope.
It is a telescope. A periscope is what a submarine uses.
I know, but what did the pirates use?
They use these.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's like for spying on your neighbors if they live like next door.
Exactly. You know what I use this for? Why it's up in my office?
Spying for your neighbors.
No, my mailbox is across the street, and sometimes I don't know. I'm so busy in the computer, I don't hear the mail person come by. So I've got a little yellow flag that pops up when the mail shows up. So I put this there, and I can see my mailbox and see if the flag's up. That's why I have this up here.
Yeah, but so like I said, we had the big bazooka, which is the reflector type ones.
Yes.
And they've got really cool stuff because you could program them and tell what you're looking for, and it'll find it in the sky. But the nebulous are amazing to look at. Nebulous are gaseous clouds, and the colors are truly, truly amazing.
Yes, they make the northern lights look boring.
They're purples and reds and blues. They are truly beautiful. And you can see all those but you know, like I said, I don't know the difference in prices. They're saying that the reflector type, the big tube kind,
yes,
is best for experts.
That's the problem, since I'm not an expert, but I sure would like to have that kind of visibility.
Well, they got an Orion one that's best for kids. Okay. So they have best for expert, customer favorite, trusted brand, bargain pick, and best for kids.
Yeah, so I figure I'm going to need something in the middle, because I'm sure if it's best for experts, now we're over $1,000 and I can't.
I just clicked on it. It's currently unavailable, so they will not give me a price for it. That's so.
I hate that.
I know it's currently not unavailable. I know it's currently not available, but I would still like to know what it costs.
Correct, because that's you can't research about that.
Okay, you're not going to believe this. This thing ranges from $179.99 to $279.99. Well, that's not the right one.
Yeah, I was going to say it sounds like the normal ones.
Unavailable.
Because I actually have one of those bazooka ones, but it doesn't. There's no stand for it. The clamp is missing, and I think something else is missing. Because no matter how hard I try, I can't see anything in it.
All right. Well, I can't find this one, but they're not that expensive. I'm even looking at the Celestial Astromaster. The most expensive one I'm looking at here is only $320 in this type of range.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
I don't disagree with you, but you know, I don't really expect anybody to buy that for me, and I'm not going to buy it myself because it's a little bit too much money for me because I'm not making any money.
Right. All right. So that's that. So telescope, but that's why it's a gift, and that's why you ask.
Correct.
All right. Next.
And this one is because it's something I need. I haven't purchased yet, and it's relatively inexpensive. I
don't think it is, just because I think these are expensive for what you get, even though they're made in Illinois.
The WeatherTech floor mat for my 2012 Nissan Frontier. I just bought it. It's going to be my new plow truck, and I know it does not have the good floor mats in it yet. I got the ones for Susie's car for her birthday when she got her car. And she loves them.
Do you know that WeatherTech is made in Chicago? Well, Illinois, around the Chicago area?
Yes.
You did.
Of course they did. It says right on the box.
All right.
When they shipped it.
So Crystal Springs, huh? For number 3?
That is one of the spots that I've seen, yes, because it's one of the few places they actually swim with them.
Where's one of the other spots?
There's a couple spots in Florida that you can swim, not necessarily with them, but you're with them. You know what I mean? In other words, if you're snorkeling, not scuba diving, if you're snorkeling, sometimes they're right there in the harbor.
You should tell everybody.
I should tell everybody? Well, I did some research at one point.
Okay.
They frown upon you. Go ahead.
Just read what it says.
Swimming with manatees.
There you go. You never said that.
I didn't.
So people people had no idea what we were talking about.
Oh, I was so excited. I completely forgot. But here's what I really wanted to do. Not just swim with them. I wanted to do our show while swimming with them.
Yeah, you're not supposed to feed them or anything like that. They love heads of lettuce. I didn't say that. It's Crystal River, Florida. That's where they all live. So
it's not where they all live. That's just one of the few places that they have come up with a way for you to swim with them under controlled situations so you don't accidentally do something stupid.
Like run them over with a boat.
That happens so often. They're all scarred. There's almost none that don't have scarring from boats.
Manatees can be found in shallow, slow-moving rivers, estuaries, saltwater bays and canals, and coastal areas, particularly where seagrass beds or freshwater vegetation nourish. Manatees are a migratory species within the United States and are concentrated in Florida in the winter.
Yes.
Crystal River, up by Tampa Bay. Crystal
Yes.
River. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Steve knew something, but not everything.
Do not feed. I've dove with them. I told you that.
Yep, they're cool, aren't they?
Like and I went. They're like big Saint Bernards.
Yes, exactly. Only they don't have really hair.
Okay.
Yeah. After all, they are water mammals. Are they mammals? Yeah, they're mammals, right?
They're herbivores.
Yeah. So.
Gentle, slow-moving man. They're okay. Go ahead.
And of course, my fourth and last thing.
Oh, you gonna let me answer your question?
Certainly.
They are gentle and slow-moving mammals.
Yay! I was right. They were mammals.
Occur primarily in Florida and southeastern Georgia, usually in freshwater, brackish, and saltwater habitats.
Okay, Steve. What is brackish?
Brackish? It's a thing.
I know what it is. I thought you knew what it was too.
I do.
Oh, you're going to read the actual technical term?
Well, what do you think it is? Because
I know what it is. Brackish water is part
no,
salt, part fresh.
is a seasonal restaurant featuring local mussels, clams, lobsters, and outdoor seating with harbor views in Canada. No, it is.
Brackish water is where fresh
Brackish
water
is
flows
a
into
restaurant.
soft saltwater area, and that mixing area where it's not completely salty and not completely fresh anymore is called brackish.
Okay. Brackish is a bow tie. Right?
I've never worn a brackish bow tie before.
Right there. These are, look, brackish. B-R-A-C-K-I-S-H. Brackish. All feather bow ties. Thank you. These are feathers. That's pretty cool, right? Feathers. Look at that. Mallard. Cool. I mean, these are cool, but that's what brackish is.
That's the name of the company.
The bow tie. These are pretty nice.
They are.
The price on them? $200.
Oh yeah.
These are very, very nice.
I found out something really interesting recently.
Hey, brackish. Hey, brackish. All feather bow ties for men. These are nice. I will wear these. Those are cool. The peacock one looks good. I don't know if that's a peacock. It says it's a hammock. Well, these are pretty nice. Great design. Wow, look at this.
I am willing to bet they're all handmade too, which is why they're so expensive.
You're going to have to be.
Yep.
You got to line up like this. Look at that. These, okay. Hey, brackish, good job.
Very.
That would be good for a wedding, right? What celebrities wear it? Holy cow.
Bill Murray, no kidding.
Look at all the celebrities had wearing these. How do I not know this? Okay, brackish. All these celebrities wore it, and I didn't know this. This is not good.
Oh,
this is not.
We're not celebrities yet.
No, okay. That's not what I said, but thank you for playing.
Well, that's why we don't know about it. They probably market to celebrities.
What did I say?
You say, why don't we know about it?
Right. Why don't we know about it? Because it's a don't know show. Get with the program. Oh my God.
Yes, mother.
Don't listen to what I say at all. Never mind. What's next? Just go on to the next show subject. Jesus.
You don't want my fourth thing?
Oh, now you want to give your fourth thing.
I want to be Santa Claus in one of the Hallmark movies for 2021.
Well, why don't you send them a reel?
I'm trying to figure out how to do that because honestly, most of the Santa Clauses are only bit parts, which would be absolutely ideal because I could, they could film all my parts probably in 2 days, which would be awesome for me. It would give me my my thrill of finally doing a real movie spot instead of just commercials.
What's your question? You don't know how to put together a sizzle reel, or you don't know how to send it to Hallmark, the Hallmark channel?
Well, it's a combination of both. Because in the old days, you just sent
Okay,
out
let me tell you how to do this.
No.
You take.
I
Okay,
had an agent back in the day.
I won't tell you how to do it. Okay,
well, we don't want to do that on the show. It'll eat up too much time, and we've been rambling so much. We're way into the show.
we aren't.
So
we're only 30 minutes into the show.
Yeah, and we're not even to the positivity message yet, which is the halfway point.
All right, well, let's just skip to the positivity message. Go for it.
No, you got to come up with your list. What's your list?
Okay. I want a Christmas tree.
Okay.
I want cool Christmas trees that you have the lights on it, the little LED lights on it, and they're all the little, like the firefly lights, and they're at the end of all the branches, and they're programmable on your phone. You have the different patterns where they swirl and they do this, and you can even take your finger and pick a color and wipe it on the tree, and where you wipe it, that's what the color of the lights change. You can pick another color and wipe it, and then the color. Yeah, that's what I want. Have you seen it?
I have not. By any chance, is this fiber optics?
No, they're LEDs. I said that. What part of LEDs didn't you understand?
Well, I was confused because, we know about the drones that were doing that using the LED lights, but I didn't know that they made something for a tree that you could operate with your phone.
All right. Hang on. Let me share it now. This is the company called Nebula.
Okay.
So you see the different patterns here?
Oh, yeah.
You pick the pattern, and then the tree does that. All right. And then, but I don't understand how it works, because you got all these little things. But how does it know where they are over here? Like 5M 50 LEDs, but that seems like more than, I don't know.
Well, 5M is 5 meters. So there's
Right.
50 LED lights in 5 meters.
Okay. Does that look like 5 meters of lights to you?
Yeah, it looks like more than that.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not, I want it, but I'm not. There, here you see how he's swiping it on his finger and it's changing the color of the lights? Right. So that, you can do that. You can do, I don't know what the heck that is, but.
I'm assuming.
I don't know how to turn off the sound.
I'm assuming.
I don't know how to turn off the sound. Can you hear the sound when I'm doing that?
Oh, yes. Really loud, too.
I can't play it. All right. So I don't know how, but that's what I want. Okay. That's one.
Okay.
Good?
Sure.
Okay. That's one. Number two, I want to get new woods, driver, 3-wood, and hybrids. I'll stick with my irons for a little bit.
For those of you who don't play golf, he's talking about golf clubs.
Yes. I would like a new to me car.
Like what I just got, a new to me, 2012.
Yeah. I want a bigger TV.
A bigger TV. Because your TV is 94 inches now, right? So you need what, a 120? Why are you looking so weird at me?
My TVs are only 40-inch TVs.
Oh my goodness, my TV's bigger than yours. My TV's bigger than your TV. Mine's a 55.
I'm a small guy.
I am going to leave that one alone.
I'm very brackish.
Yeah, you're salty, all right.
Bingo!
Yeah,
you're good.
I finally got one right. Yay!
Other than that, putting me on the spot, I would like a new phone.
Okay.
I don't know which one though. I really think I want to go out of my my Note, my Samsung, and I want to go back to Google Pixels.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm really impressed with the fact that you managed to come up with a line that works with our show because you don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. It's don't know show.
Very impressive. You made your Christmas wish work.
I want another pair of shoes. I got a pair of Hoka's, Hoka, Hoka Oni or whatever. And they're great, but they're the older model. They're the
Okay.
6. Right now, everything's a 7. They got the Clifton 7s and the Bondi 7s, and these are 6s. But everything I'm reading is that the quality has gone down and they don't last as long. So now I'm scared because these are $150 shoes. And I know $150 shoes for you people who buy shoes go, that's nothing. That's cheap shoes. I told you about the time that I insulted the CFO of my company one time.
Yes.
Somebody was messing with his shoes. And I said, oh my God, don't mess with that shoe. It's $400. And he goes, yeah, each.
Yeah.
Which, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
$1,000 shoes. And I'm like, you noob.
Right.
Oh yeah.
See,
So,
what I buy New Balance shoes because I have really wide feet, quad
you
E.
should try the Holkas. The Holkas have quad E. They're really good and they're really comfortable. This is the first pair of shoes that I have had that I can remember. So this might be over a decade where I put them on the first day, wore them for 8 hours, came back the next day, wore them again for 16 hours, came back the next day, wore them again for 16 hours. They were, that was it. My feet didn't hurt. I didn't have to break them in or anything.
Awesome.
So I don't know if I got lucky or they're that good, but it was scary. I feel like King George right now. I don't know if you can see it, but moisture droplets are coming out of my mouth.
Man, you're spreading moisture droplets. That's not good nowadays.
Right. Okay. Well, should we just end the show now then?
No, I have antivirus on my computer.
Okay. Where are we at on the show subject? I can't think of anything else. So that was my list quickly of things to come up with. I don't know.
I thought it was a pretty good list for being right off the cuff, as they say.
Yeah, I don't need any more cuffs. I will take those bow ties though. Whatever, David.
I will admit I don't wear ties, but I might be tempted to wear one of those.
Really?
Cool. Yeah.
That's very cool.
The last wedding I was in, I was the only one up there without a tie.
Really?
Yep.
Why is that?
I despise ties.
Despisey, tiesies, and disguisey?
Yes. No, not Spy in Disguise. That's a movie.
Yeah.
Really funny one, too.
Spiesies and disguises. All right, go for it.
All right. It's my favorite time of year, as you know, by my Christmas decoration in the house. And you know how much I love to do world records, right?
So this is a world record coming up?
It is. Yay. It's a world record for the most animated faces on a single holiday light display.
Really?
Really?
Huh.
If I get the right one, I got to do. Is it working?
I don't know. Should I be looking?
Yes, please look, because it's been a while since I've done this.
Hey, you gotta mute the sound now. Gotta mute the sound.
We're gonna have the best looking house in town, Russ.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do this.
Mute the sound. Mute the sound.
I don't know how to do it. There it is.
Seriously? Well, you're the one who's gonna have to re-edit it, not me.
Well, we've been playing all your videos with the sound on it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 and 8. So that's 16. Wait, is that no 8? 8, 9, 10, 11. Would you stop moving it?
I stopped already.
8, 9, 10.
They're in groups of 4. So you got 16 on the top, 16 on the bottom.
16 and 16.
It's
Keep moving it up
32.
and down.
See,
So that's
32 portable toilets adorned with animated faces singing the song Hallelujah.
That's it, 32?
32, but nobody's ever done it before.
And they're all synced together. The faces are all synced together. It's like not
Correct.
It's a weird echo going on. Let's get out of this.
Okay. Let me
Very
click
top.
on that.
There you go. Good.
Yay.
All right. World record. Wow, that's a world record. We can beat that.
Well, I'm sure we could for next year. But are we really going to get a whole bunch of portable toilets to do this, or we have to come up with a different? No, that won't work either because I can't afford to buy that many buses.
We can put them on each window of the bus.
That's true.
Put them on the windows above and the windows
We could
below.
use one of the 40-foot buses. We could easily put 50, right? Why not? Let's see if we can do it next year. You know, the whole reason that I stuck this in when I did was because I thought having portable toilets with your next subject sort of worked together, didn't it?
What?
Dave, do I have to start calling you Rudy?
What?
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know,
I didn't
one
hear
of the
nothing.
things that bothers me is I've never been able to figure out, because I've heard his last name pronounced 3 different ways.
Giuliani.
That's what I'm thinking. But I've
That's
heard
what
it, yeah. Rudy Giuliani seemed to have experienced a flatulence. Now, here's the thing. Again, we try not to talk too much about politics, but this is kind of funny because even Saturday Night Live made a big thing out of it.
Well, they do politics, but this isn't politics. This is a guy at the Michigan hearing talking, and this guy's been in a bunch of crap lately.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Get it? Crap? Get it? Okay, never mind.
It even looked like that dripping down his face.
But he was. You can't say that.
Why not?
That's defamation.
No, it's not. It
You
was all
can't
over
say-
the news.
you-
When his
all
hair
right.
dye was dripping down his face.
Okay, go for it.
What was it?
Where was he when this happened?
He was doing an interview on TV. It was all over the news and the internet. Or are you talking about the flatulence?
Yes.
I don't know. I heard about it, but you're the one that brought this one up.
Well, tell us about it.
Fine. I have to look it up. But this was your subject.
Well, figure it out, dude.
Okay.
It's your show too.
It's my show too? Okay. According to this, that was in Michigan. Michigan State Representative confirms that Rudy Giuliani, see, I have trouble saying his name, farted during an election meeting.
Why don't you just call him Rudy G?
Rudy G. Yeah. Oh, I like that.
You can't say Giuliani, so just say Rudy G.
Giuliani. Because Julie's easy, but it's the Ani that always gets me.
You didn't even get the Julie part right last time you tried, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, during a Michigan election hearing on a Wednesday a couple weeks ago, by the time people see this, state lawmakers said that the fart was real.
He just went right on. The best part is if you watch the video, there's a woman sitting to his left.
His left, yes.
You just see the look on her face because he's just talking and
Yes.
and she just goes, "Whoa!" So okay, so I'm pretty positive that you can do our positivity message. I'm
I
tired.
was so impressed with your message last week that I decided to come up with an easy one too.
Okay, so what's your easy one? Wait a minute.
I'll wait.
You don't want to be introduced? You want to be introduced?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, here's Scott changing his persona to Funguy the Entertainer, giving us his 1-2.
Treating others with respect and courtesy is the best way to be treated the same.
Treating others with respect and courtesy is the best way to be treated the same way.
Yep.
There's a lot of ways in that.
Yes.
Treating others with respect and courtesy is the best way to be treated. I just.
All right.
Others,
Basically, it's like if you treat people with respect and courtesy.
I'm tired and I want to say it. Let me say it. Treating others with respect and courtesy is not only the best way to treat someone, but to be treated. How's that?
It's
No?
not what I was trying to say, but that's also good.
Oh, what were you trying to say then? Your turn.
I was trying to say if you wanted to be treated with respect and courtesy, you should treat other people that way. That's the best way to get treated as reciprocal.
Got it.
See? Both valid points, but both slightly different perspectives.
Let's talk about virgins.
Ooh, I like big butts, but I cannot lie. No, never mind. It's a different thing.
Scott has plane porn.
What?
Put it up there. Put it on the
I got to open this one up. I closed this one out earlier.
All right. Close this one.
I had to close it because this one here, I accidentally turned on something that started singing. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing.
Virgin, plane porn, turned on. I don't know.
Yeah. Is this not the coolest space plane ever?
The coolest part is, you see how the Virgin is on the tail?
Yes.
Looks like it's a watermark, not like actually on the plane, but it actually is on the plane.
Yes. It's also on the wings, but the way they got it,
the way it's on the tail, it looks like a watermark.
Yeah. Very, very good graphics.
Yeah. So now, what is a space plane?
All right. As you may, I shouldn't move this. I'm going to stop sharing this. We don't need to keep looking at this cool picture. There we go. As you know, or may not know, Richard Branson is the company owner of Virgin Galactic, and they had to abort the first powered test flight of the space plane from its home in New Mexico. What it is this plane is designed to start taking people into outer space, literally, as like a tourist type thing.
Well, you can pay for your seat. They were talking about that.
So, and of course, they do hope at some point to be able to connect up with the ISS, which would be also a really cool thing, because then they can do
stuff like out of oh gosh, what was the name of the movie? Fifth Element. Welcome to Fhloston Paradise.
Yes. How cool is that? I mean, we're not going to live long enough to see that, but it's going to come. I just know it's going to be for real.
You dying next week? This is going to be up. And you mean Fhloston Paradise?
Yes, to that extreme. Yes, we're not going to be around that long. Because
you know, they already have 600 tickets sold.
Only 600?
$250,000 each.
Oh yeah, that's probably why it's only 600.
And the company getting ready to start next year, and they're going to open sales back up. Now that COVID-19 is done, but they don't know what COVID's going to do in space. So
no. Ooh, space zombies. Yes. I could see that happening.
Okay.
But
they've had to think gliding.
Yes.
They just haven't had it powered. So
they think it's a software issue. I was reading more of it after I found this yesterday. Earlier.
Here's a lawsuit for you. Allegedly, the same guys who did the Boeing airplane that keeps crashing designed this one too.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I said allegedly, so I'm covered.
There you go.
Allegedly.
But yeah, it's
I didn't say something that tried to get a suit at this point.
Right.
Allegedly.
I'm just really, really, really think it's cool that they're finally pulling this off. Unless I win the lottery, I won't be able to afford to do it. But man, that would be a cool thing to do.
You keep circling back. Virgin, space porn.
I didn't say space porn.
Off. What'd you say about off? What was it? Shut it off. Now you said what? Oh man, that's another thing you just said.
Okay, now we know where your mind is. I wasn't thinking anything like that.
No one's saying all the dirty phrases.
No, they're normal phrases. You're turning them into dirty phrases. People are going to wonder what's wrong with you.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
There's something seriously wrong with me. That's from Bill Murray. Can't remember what movie. Okay. So we're cool there. What's next?
United Airlines. We love United Airlines because they're going to do something really cool.
Oh, back to the dirty stuff. You like flying United, huh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
Who's on top when you're United? She on top or are you?
I don't know if you realize this, but those bathrooms are way too small to be anything but horizontal. I mean, vertical. I'm sorry, vertical. So, anywho's, United has an idea, a really, really cool idea. They're going to capture its planet heating pollution using new carbon capture technologies. They plan to be completely greenhouse gas emission free by 2050.
Well, they can do that just by having less flights. What do you do? Battery powered airplanes? We've talked about those.
No, again, they're using new technology that is supposed to take the exhaust from the airplane. Actually, it's got to be a multiple thing because there's other forms of carbon usage, not just the burning of the jet fuel.
What are you going to use? Biofuel?
Well, first they want to become carbon neutral by 2040. Then they want to eliminate the greenhouse gas emissions by 2050.
What are you going to have? A big gobbler, a big Pac-Man flying behind them? Gobble, 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 getting all the carbon emissions?
Okay. I just saw the movie Pixels the other night, so don't talk like that.
If they put a parachute behind it, it's going to slow the plane down immensely to catch all the carbon stuff. And if you read the last paragraph, which I know it's your article, and you never read that far.
No.
It does say that there is biofuel. There's biojet fuel.
There is.
So that helps also.
Yes.
But you never read that far in the article because you don't know.
I don't know. I just get really see. I'm one of these people that gets drawn in by the
pretty picture of the airplane.
So if it flips my trigger on the headline, I use it, and then I let Steve read the whole thing because he can explain it better.
Yeah, you're terrible. Terrible.
I am not.
I know the song for our word of the week.
You do?
Yes. Tell everybody what our word of the week is.
Our word of the week is all dressed.
Right. Clean shirt, new shoes. Right. I don't need a reason why. Right.
Okay.
Right. Because I'm a sharp dressed man. Right. That's it. Right. Sharp dressed. Gold watch, diamond ring. I ain't missing a thing. Right.
It's not sharp dressed. It's all dressed.
So I said, sharp dressed man. Every girl's crazy about a sharp dressed man. That's our word of the week, right?
No, but close.
All right.
That could be the theme song for our word of the week.
Oh, well, I know what all dressed is. That's when you wear it. That's when you wear everything. Your gold watch, your diamond ring, your cufflinks, your stick pin. You're wearing everything. That's the all dressed man. Because every girl's crazy about the all-dressed man.
Oh, no. It's sharp-dressed man again. Okay, here. All dressed.
What is wrong with my definition? An all-dressed man has everything. Everything. Okay. He's got a clean shirt. He's got new shoes. He's got a silk suit, a black tie. He's got a gold watch, a diamond ring, cufflink, stick pin. He's got top coat, top hat, black shades, white gloves. He's got everything. He's an all-dressed man.
All right. I will tell you right now that I'm not going to disagree with you on your spiel. Okay.
Thank you.
However, something I probably should have mentioned at the beginning so you would understand this. This is a new phrase word that was added to the dictionary again in 2020.
Yeah, but they were singing about it back in.
Yes and no. They were. However, remember, we've been finding out that most of these new
they're time travelers. I'm going to talk over you because ZZ Top is in the Lumineer album in 1983, and they are time travelers.
Okay.
We're going to do a thing on more time travelers. Have you seen all this stuff on time travelers lately? Where they're showing pictures of people. Hey, look, there's a guy in the crowd watching Muhammad Ali fight, and he's got a cell phone.
No, I haven't seen that.
That's a big thing.
I did see the TV commercial where the scientist lady who has a new cell phone plan invents time travel at the end of the thing. But yeah, that's something different, I'm sure.
Exactly the same as what I'm talking about.
All right. Again, this word phrase was added to the dictionary in 2020 because it has a new meaning. It has become prevalent enough to be classified as a word because it's one of those hyphenated words. So it wasn't in the dictionary before.
Yeah, it's Canadian.
Anywho's, what it means to be all dressed, and this is something you would know because you are a pizza food, because it means food, especially pizza, that has been prepared with all of the offered toppings, spices, condiments, etc.
All right, it's actually big in Canada, and it's potato chips. Yes. It is, the chips are potato chip flavor, popular in Canada. The flavor combines potato chip flavors of barbecue, ketchup, sour cream, onion, and salt and vinegar. All dressed potato chips.
I'll tell you something. I find it so cool that after I come up with something, you find more on it than I found. It just blows my mind. It's like, how do you find this stuff?
Hey, you ready for this? Check it out, dude. What does that say right there? All dressed.
All dressed. All dressed roofles.
All dressed. All dressed. All dressed.
That's in the French version of it.
Old Dutch. All dressed. There it is. Stateside for a limited time. A, all dressed. Deep River, all dressed up.
And look, that's from 2015.
Sharp dressed man. Telling you, ZZ Top was ahead of their time.
They certainly were. Maybe they were time travelers. You may be right.
What I want to know is, how do you not find all this stuff?
Because we won't go there.
How do I find it so fast? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? There's something seriously wrong with me.
There is. There really is.
Why can I find stuff like this but can't find $1 billion?
I'd settle for you finding $3.2 million so we can both retire.
I'd be happy to find anything. But with that, I want to say thank you for watching.
And if you feel like our show is not a bad life decision,
which after this show, how can you think it's a bad life decision?
It's
Please subscribe, like, watch our other shows and channels. Go to whathappened.world. You can connect to all of our social media, which we got to contribute more. The world has to open back up, so I go out and take pictures. Have you at least been posting anything? Did you post your Santa Claus or anything on your social media?
I did.
Okay, thank God. Go to the page and see Scott as Santa Claus, or see Funguy The Entertainer as Santa Claus. Who gets hired as Santa Claus?
Me. I'm me now. I'm not Funguy The Entertainer right now. I'm me.
When they go to the webpage, they hire me?
They hire meat. They're looking for meat.
Okay, well, whatever.
Scott Thomas Enterprises.
Oh, thank you. Scott Thomas Enterprises. Thank you. Scott Thomas Enterprises. Go hire him as Santa, would you? There's still time. You got a week.
Yeah.
Hire him.
The thing is, it has to be outdoors and open, because you
can run around the outside of the house and bang on the window and wave at the kids.
I actually came up with a really awesome, we talked about, remember when we had the drone, the witch drone? I wanted to do Santa like that, and I finally got a hold of them. They wanted $7,000. I'm like, ah!
Yeah, never mind. So in the meantime, look for Santa, live every day, and we'll see you on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live in life, and have a good one.
Be crazy, and just never amaze me.